diet is not only one we can easily adapt to, but one that can significantly alter the course of global climate change. With all the possibilities on the horizon, from GM crops to new technologies in farming and fishing, it's easy to assume that someone else will fix the food crisis. Or worse, that world hunger is inevitable. It's neither. Whether we eat less meat or waste less food, feeding the world is, in essence, up to every one of us. Janine Swanson, book editor. Section 1. Food Crisis, Global Shortage or Sustainable Solutions. The Grand Challenge, Can We Feed the World and Sustain the Planet? By Jonathan A. Foley. Right now, about 1 billion people suffer from chronic hunger. The world's farmers grow enough food to feed them, but it is not properly distributed, and even if it were, many cannot afford it, because prices are escalating. But another challenge looms. By 2050, the world's population will increase by 2 billion or 3 billion, which will likely double the demand for food, according to several studies. Demand will also rise because many more people will have higher incomes, which means they will eat more, especially meat. Increasing use of cropland for biofuels will put additional demands on our farms. So even if we solve today's problems of poverty and access, a daunting task, we will also have to produce twice as much to guarantee adequate supply worldwide. And that's not all. By clearing tropical forests, farming marginal lands, and intensifying industrial farming in sensitive landscapes and watersheds, humankind has made agriculture the planet's dominant environmental threat. Agriculture already consumes a large percentage of the Earth's land surface and is destroying habitat, using up fresh water, polluting rivers and oceans, and emitting greenhouse gases more extensively than almost any other human activity. To guarantee the globe's long-term health, we must dramatically reduce agriculture's adverse impacts. The world's food system faces 3 incredible interwoven challenges. It must guarantee that all 7 billion people alive today are adequately fed. It must double food production in the next 40 years, and it must achieve both goals while becoming truly environmentally sustainable. Could these simultaneous goals possibly be met? An international team of experts, which I coordinated, has settled on 5 steps that, if pursued together, could raise by more than 100% the food available for human consumption globally, while significantly lessening greenhouse gas emissions, biodiversity losses, water use, and water pollution. Tackling the triple challenge will be one of the most important tests humanity has ever faced. It is fair to say that our response will determine the fate of our civilization. Bumping up against barriers. At first blush, the way to feed more people would seem clear. Grow more food, by expanding farmland and improving yield, the amount of crops harvested per hectare. Unfortunately, the world is running into significant barriers on both counts. Society already farms roughly 38% of the Earth's land surface, not counting Greenland or Antarctica. Agriculture is by far the biggest human use of land on the planet. Nothing else comes close. And most of that 38% covers the best farmland. Much of the remainder is covered by deserts, mountains, tundra, ice, cities, parks, and other unsuitable growing areas. The few remaining frontiers are mainly in tropical forests and savannas, which are vital to the stability of the globe, especially as stores of carbon and biodiversity. Expanding into those areas is not a good idea. Yet over the past 20 years, 5 million to 10 million hectares of cropland a year have been created, with a significant portion of that amount in the tropics. These additions enlarge the net area of cultivated land by only 3%, however, because of farmland losses caused by urban development and other forces, particularly in temperate zones. Improving yield also sounds enticing, yet our research team found that average global crop yield increased by about 20% in the past 20 years, far less than what is typically reported. That improvement is significant, but the rate is nowhere near enough to double food production by mid-century. Whereas yields of some crops improved substantially, others saw little gain and a few even declined. Feeding more people would be easier if all the food we grew went into human hands, but only 60% of the world's crops are meant for people.